All right, this is for people who are trying to make a big decision. If you're like struggling with trying to like, hey, should I do this thing? This is for you. So I was talking to actually a fellow business owner, and it was interesting. They were kind of maybe like 5 to 7 years like behind where I was like 5 to 7 years ago. Great company, really incredible stuff. But it's just like some of the questions they're asking. I was like, yeah, I was like resonating so well with it because I like lived it. And one of the things they were debating was, should they get a bigger space? And they were kind of like bursting at the seams, but they didn't, there was the instability of like what's to come, if they'll have enough money to support it, but at the same time, it's hard to grow. And I said, just do it. And I actually then just hung up the thing and sent them the Shia LaBeouf video. Do it! If you're thinking about something long enough, you're going to actually waste more energy debating whether you should do it or not. You could just do it, and if it fails, you can go back to the other way. Yes, and I know there's like things and stuff that go with that where it might make it hard, but you'll learn in the process. And if you're having this like inkling of like, should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know. I remember years ago, I've been married for 12 years now. This is probably, 25 years or something. I was dating someone at the time, and I remember going to I was like thinking about like if I should break up the person. And I remember going to my friends, and I was like, hey, should I break up with so and so? And they were like, dude, if you keep thinking it, because I think I asked them a couple times, and like, just do it, man. Just do it! You've been talking about it. If you're thinking about it, it's something to tell you got to get out of this. And so I ultimately did. It's funny. Friends can. Sometimes you just need that straight up honesty. But that's the thing. You're thinking about something. You're wasting more energy debating whether you should do it. Just do it. Do it! Piss or get off the pot. Because the problem is when you sit for too long with it and you try to figure out like, is it the right decision? And you weigh all the pros and cons. Like, yeah, I'm not saying don't just like make, things in a haste decision. Weigh the pros and cons. But if it's just dragging on, it's like you're wasting that time, and you will learn from it, and you might make the wrong decision. The thing I think about too is there was this committee, because the Archdiocese was closing all these schools. There's a committee to decide like which ones should they close, which ones they shouldn't. And so they're going down the list, and this school, well, there's this, and there's that, and they're having a hard time because they can't decide. And they have to come to a unanimous decision. And essentially one of the people said like, listen, we just got to pick one of the schools and just ask God to bless it and move on. And that's sometimes what you got to do. You just got to pick something. And, a lot of times if you're trying to think of like, okay, is this what God wants? Actually, most of the time, God's not going to make it that apparently clear. There are times, and there's times you're like, oh, okay, God, got it. But most of the time, you're just trying to do the best you can, and you make the decision, and you ask God to bless it. And again, you could always tweak, and you're going to learn from it. And that's part of just living. It's making bad decisions and growing and moving on. Cheers.